Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Real Estate SEO. My name is Josh Guerra, and this video is a continuation video of our SEO playbook. This is chapter 7, and in this video we're going to be talking about Google Console. So many of you are probably wondering, what is Google Console? Well, I'll tell you, Google Console is a wonderful tool that has been built and provided by Google itself. So Google was gracious enough to give webmasters and SEO people like myself, and possibly you all, a tool that you can utilize to go in and be able to optimize your website and deliver a much better experience, and to be able to notify Google of changes in regards to your site. So it's a wonderful tool. I recommend everybody go in and set it up, especially if you're serious about doing any sort of SEO on your real estate website. So it's very easy to configure. There's a link here in this presentation. And also, if you visit our website at realestateseo.com and navigate to the playbook in the top menu, you'll be able to find this link and click directly to it. And basically, when you get there, you register your site and you validate your website. So basically, Google wants to be able to validate that you are the actual owner of the site. And you can do that in a few different ways. So the first way you can do it is through what's called a meta tag. If you've actually seen some of our previous videos, we kind of talk a little bit about meta tags, metadata, things like that. It's very easy to do. If you're on WordPress, it's extremely easy. Just install a plugin called Yoast. If you're on a custom or developed by a provider website, you can actually ask them, do they have a section in there to enter a Google validator meta tag? You can also upload an HTML file. This might be a little bit harder for you to do. Some of you may not understand how to do an HTML upload through FTP. Some of you might even have access to your server depending on who built the website. Also, you can do it through Google Analytics. So if you already are registered with Google Analytics, a lot of times Google will just auto-verify the account because you've already verified within your Google Analytics account. And then same thing goes for Google Tag Manager. It'll be an auto-verify most of the time. So once you have it all verified, there are a few really cool things that you can do. Now, if you saw our other video about on-site SEO, we talked a little bit about sitemaps and dynamic sitemaps, and more specifically what they call XML sitemaps, which is just a simple code base for delivering a hierarchy of pages. And what's nice about that is that it will, if you submit your sitemap to Google Console, it will tell Google when you add or remove specific pages on the website. It will also timestamp, if it's dynamic in nature, when you actually added that page, which is nice because if you have a page that you want to be indexed really quickly, like maybe it's a new listing, or maybe you're like, oh man, I just wrote this awesome blog post or this cool general page and I want people to know about it. Submitting a sitemap is going to automatically notify Google and then increase the speed of indexation. And it's just a great tool to utilize, and it's very, very easy to submit once you actually have an XML sitemap created. And, if you don't know where it's at, if you had like a web development company build your website, I would just contact them and ask them, do they have an XML sitemap capability, and then can they give you the URL to your sitemap? Usually they can do that. It's pretty common out of the box. So, and really also inside of Google Console, they actually give you some pretty cool areas that you can go into, and they'll tell you about issues or errors that you may not even know about. And I see this a lot. There's usually errors in most websites, believe it or not, especially large real estate sites where you have a ton of listings. They'll show you if you have dead pages like 404 or 500 errors that are either triggered by a deletion of a page or like a server error. they will show you where these exist on your website, and then you can provide a remedy accordingly. You can either delete that URL from Google's index, or you can redirect it using what's called a 301 redirect, if you know how to do that. It'll also show you like any sort of like indexation errors, which is wonderful. Like I always like to know if I have any errors for indexation, or is Google having a hard time being able to get to a specific page. I want to be able to know, that type of stuff. And it's usually a very simple fix that you can utilize through code or contacting the webmaster, etc. This one, negative backlinks, it's a big issue. Sometimes you might get a competitor that doesn't like you if you are outranking them. Sometimes they'll pay someone to send negative backlinks, or you might end up on some weird list. And, you just got to be, you got to be able to monitor this type of stuff and identify what is a good link and what is a bad link. And, you have to be extremely careful with what links that you remove from your profile. There is inside of Google Console, there's a section in there that's called a disavow tool. And disavow will allow you to take out the negative backlinks and discount them from your actual link profile. So you just got to be careful, because if you disavow or remove any quality links, that's like removing a vote from your website. So just be very careful if you go that route. So, anyways, like there's a lot more that's inside of Google Console. There's, a little bit more in-depth portion of this, on the actual playbook that we've created on our website. So if you actually visit realestateseo.com and navigate to the very top and click the playbook button, it'll take you to the page where you can navigate down to this specific chapter and read a little bit more on Google Console. So again, just to reiterate, if you're serious about SEO, make sure you set up your account with Google Console and review any of the errors, submit your sitemap, and just stay in there and monitor maybe on a monthly basis or bi-weekly basis, and just make sure that your site is healthy. That's really the best advice I can give you. So anyways, until the next episode of Real Estate SEO, y'all take care, and we'll see you later. Thank you. Bye-bye.